The National Competitiveness Council has given President Aquino a high rating in the implementation of economic reforms in the country. The details from Christine Santos.
More than a year before President Aquino's term ends, National Competitiveness Council co-chair Guillermo Luz has given Aquino a score of 8. Luz noted the reforms the Aquino administration have been implementing were not to be taken lightly, as this builds a stronger Philippine economy that improves investors' confidence.
We take a look at sort of many ways of measuring the country in its performance over the last 5 years. The one I'm most familiar with are competitiveness reports. And I think if we take a look at the major competitiveness reports, out of 12, we're up on about 7 or 8 out of the 12. And on maybe 4 or 5 of those 12, or the 8 that we've improved, we have been the most improved country in the world. For World Economic Forum, for IFC Ease of Doing Business, for Transparency International, for Economic Freedom Index, and a few others. We are, the best, the most improved in terms of changes over a 4 or 5 year span.
But Luz said the country needs a rapid infrastructure development.
I think with the time, we would have wanted to see some things move faster within the same period of time, the 5 years or 4.5 years. But there's still a little time to accelerate, no? And to drive it forward. I think if we were to take a look at infrastructure, that's the one area where you need to get ahead of the curve in time, because it just takes so long to put in an infrastructure project.
The Joint Foreign Chamber, on the other hand, said history will provide the real score of the current administration, stating that the reforms will really be found beneficial as it will be tested in the coming years.
I think it's very clear that a lot of progress has been made in the administration. However, there's a lot more to be made. Already my colleague Ian Porter has referred to the fact we need to open up to foreign direct investment. We talk a lot about it, we've achieved some, but it's not clear how sustainable this is and how far we can get without taking some major steps in liberalizing the economic provisions of the Constitution, and more particularly quickly cleaning up the foreign investment negative list.
This is a very, very good start. No administration will make all the reforms necessary in one period of office. The question now is whether these reforms are sustainable, whether they are maintained, and whether in the next 16 months this administration, with the cooperation of Congress, can pass a lot of the legislation that has been referred to make those things sustainable.
This administration proved the capability of the Philippines, and we appreciate it very much. And now it is much easier to bring the people to Philippines than 5 years, 10 years ago. That's the most important point.
Meanwhile, foreign investors believe the government reforms will sustain the investors' confidence as the Philippine economy continues to grow.